This is so cool, check this out. We got the first pork shoulders, the first dry aged project, that's a success.
Can we cook these as soon as possible and eat them all?
I don't think it's not a lot of meat. Let's be real.
It's not a lot of meat yet,
There's
enough.
A lot of bones and a lot of skin.
Oh man.
Gotta get some herbs on these, get them all spiced up. Look at that, I trimmed this one up. Beautiful meat, darkened up a little bit. I can't shift this off, this is a part of a bone. But the rest looks fantastic. And this is like how it came out of the fridge. Just a little bit discoloration on some parts, but we cut it off clean. A little bit underneath the ribs here, so next time I'm just gonna take these ribs off, get a cleaner cut. But overall, it looks amazing. Big shout out to our butcher, Gert-Jan te Horst. They look awesome, thank you man. Shout out. Come on man, let's start cooking these things. I think we need to take a peek. Come on, let's check this out, look. Oh, check that out. That's gonna be dinner.
It's gonna be the perfect day. This is like one of those days that you hope that you didn't have a YouTube channel and you can just enjoy it all for yourself. Like,
you know, the good thing is that we actually have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Is that we don't get drunk before we even get to eat.
Yeah. And now we have to professionally talk about the food. But that's exactly what I want to do now. There's no socializing involved and there's no talking about your job, talking about your friends. There's no grandmother and grandfather that want to know about my life now. I don't have to explain anything. I only have to talk about the food.
I do hate that.
Yeah.
When people...
When you're younger, like every party you went to, all the people are asking, how are you doing on school? Dude,
it sucked. What do you want to know?
What do you want to hear? What do you know? What do you want to hear?
It sucked. No, that's it. It sucked.
What's the right answer to that?
It sucked. That's the only right answer. Morrison,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I think we should eat this thing.
I think we should too. But
Would it be wise to eat?
But I made it not for us.
No. Oh.
I made it for the construction crew, and it looks really good. And now
We can't open it, so we can't eat it. No, we can't. We can't eat it. We
Dude.
can't give it away.
we got to get over it. Can you do a salt bay style? Come on, and go all in.
You know what I hate?
I want to see the full salt bay thing.
You know what I hate? It works. That's the part that I hate. It kind of works, right?
Go.
All next to it.
It's on your shirt. It's everywhere. Do you know how to cut the steak?
I think so. Yeah. I'll try. I'll try.
What's the idea here?
Well, first I want to separate the two parts of the T-bone. That's my idea.
You look like a professional. You should have your own show.
Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of a lot of meat that I'm just...
What are you doing? Don't do that on the show.
No. I think if I stand like salt there, it will work better.
I think you had a specific idea with leaving that much meat on.
Yeah.
Because if you get the bone, then you're happy, right?
Yeah.
And you know who gets the bone.
Who gets the bone? Eva.
That's right.
I think it's difficult to cut this and then give it away.
Don't do that.
Why?
It's for Eva.
No.
Yes.
The whole piece?
With the bone. No, just cut the other part. Just leave the meat on. Otherwise, we just have to feed her the leftover chicken. And people hate that.
Right, now I have to find the grains.
No, the grains run in this direction. I'm just gonna make sure that the quality of the steak is okay before I give it away. Oh my freaking god. That's a good steak.
Yeah?
Why are we giving this away again? That's a terrible idea.
Honestly, I don't know, man.
Yes.
Can I at least walk with you and I want to look if they enjoy it or not?
No, you can't.
Oh man.
You gotta check the pork.
Okay.
You gotta do the other things. Now let's see if we can make this steak disappear. Kunnen jullie deze steak laten verdwijnen?
Oh jongens, dit ziet er goed uit. Kijk toch eens.
Dit is de eerste.
De eerste?
Ja, hier beginnen we mee. Voorgerecht.
Dat meen je.
Appetizer. Go ahead. Teun, show them how it's done. Lekker?
Oh, dat is perfect. Dat is top.
Ja?
Heel lekker,
Dat is
ja.
echt top. Dit is echt top.
Nee. Jesse!
Jesse, eten.
Oh, lekker.
Is je goed?
Zeker.
Ja, die is echt goed, hè?
Bro, we gotta talk. Why don't you show them? You gotta show
Stuff
them.
here?
No, I'm not talking about that.
What?
What did you roll into the barn without anybody seeing it?
What?
It's gonna be like that?
Oh, the lights.
Is it going to be like that? No.
Oh.
What came this morning and you rolled it into the barn without showing anybody?
I'll show you. A dog! No, just kidding.
Dog eating steak.
It's this thing.
What's that?
It's called the Master Build.
Digital charcoal griddle and grill and smoker.
So we can smoke even more.
Smoke it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's always fun to get a new grill. And I'm super excited about this one. I hear this is the new improved version of it. They did some improvements on it, so...
Why is there steak on the side? Does this mean that you can make a steak and smoke it as well?
Yes. There's so much wrong with this picture.
But the green stuff, I don't see that. I see the steak, the cheese and the tomato.
You just... Oh. Put that camera away, I want to eat. Let me eat.
What do we have here?
It's pork, let's eat. 21 days dry aged pork and I want to eat it. And Morrison's playing with the camera. Quit playing with the camera.
But it looks so beautiful.
Yes, I don't care. I want to eat it.
For a camera, for the view of a cameraman, it looks just too beautiful to ignore it. I want to eat it as well, but man, it's so gorgeous. No, not yet.
Put the camera away, I want to eat. If you don't put it away, I'm going to eat right now. You want to see what's inside? F1 Wagyu brisket.
Wow.
Wow. That's not all. I got more.
Awesome. F1.
I got a beautiful Wagyu picanha. Oh, and some burgers, but I got them for free. With
What kind of burgers? Wagyu?
Wagyu burgers, probably. But you get them for free when you order this amount of meat. And I got the prime rib roast, black Angus, and another Wagyu picanha. Oh, and these I also got for free, like rib fingers. You remember we had these?
They're beautiful.
Oh, they're so tasty. I got those as well, but I got more. Tri-tip. Here we go. Not just any tri. Look at the size of this thing. Insane, right? Beautiful tri-tip. Pork belly. Another pork belly with the skin off. And then I got a tri-tip once more. Beef tenderloin. And another one. And that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got more.
That's it?
That's it. Most of these are dry aged projects. So this is gonna go in. Picanha is gonna go in. Pork belly is gonna go in. So what I'm going to do, because a lot of it's still frozen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to defrost it in the cage. But we just got the pork out today, so I'm not going to.
Talking about the pork, you never told them how it was.
No, I can't. You know I can't. If we tell them, there's no reason to watch the video anymore. I really like this idea. We're just gonna see how that works out because it's all new. Gotta figure it out. Trying things here. You know, if it doesn't work, we'll figure it out.
Agreed.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Alright. I guess that's it for today, Martin.
What, for the whole vlog?
You can do the, no, the whole vlog. You can do the dishes still. You can still clean up. You gotta do the lights. Gotta clean up the whole mess here. Well, I'm just gonna watch these things defrost with the beer. it's cleaning time. Well, most of the time that I spend here is cleaning time, so that's for me is not a big surprise, but I guess most of the content that you guys see is not cleaning. There's a good reason that I'm cleaning today, because the fridge was empty. We emptied it out, the pork legs were gone, so I want to clean the freezer, the fridge, the dry age cabinet. So I'm going to take all of that pre-packed meat out and then give it a good scrub so it's completely clean, and I can start some new projects. I got the dry age fridge all cleaned up. Time for our first project, which is a giant brisket. An F1 Wagyu brisket. I'm just gonna take it out of the package and use a paper towel to pat it dry a little bit. Ooh, the weight is 8 kilograms. Insane. I'll put one of these on a kettle grill, and that was awesome. Way too big for the kettle grill, but it was kind of cool to show that it can be done. Look at this thing. This might be a problem. I don't know if you guys can see, but here, right here, I can stick my hand in. That's a slit right there. Slit of the knife. Shouldn't be there. And it's gonna be a problem if we dry age it and contamination comes in there and there isn't a crust forming, like a dry age crust. No air circulation. So we can get containment in there and nothing's gonna solve that. So I gotta figure this out. Either I'm gonna cut it open so it's actually open and air can flow in, or the project ends here. That will be kind of a sad thing. First question is, do I need that piece of meat? Yes, I do. Question number 2, can I open this up? Yes, I can. I think we're gonna be good. I think this is gonna work out. There's a bit of mess here that I wanna trim up. If you pay a lot of money for a piece of meat like this and you got all these bad cuts, that's such a shame, and I see it way too often. Like, the butchers don't even care how good this product is. They just do a bad job and make cuts like this and like this. It's like way too many cuts. Make less cuts. Like, I'm an amateur butcher and I don't do a particularly good job, but if you're a professional butcher, you should know better than that. Let's open up that fridge. I want to have it sit not at the top, but at the second shelf. There we go. You don't see me getting annoyed very often, but now I am, because look at this cut. There's another cut there, and it runs all the way through. This is like the worst. I gotta take that off. I gotta cut this all the way off, expose that so the air can flow through freely, because if it sits like this, it's gonna contaminate. What's happening? The bacteria are going to the outside of the meat, they're gonna form a crust, and they're not gonna develop any further, and then the air circulates, the UV kills any bacteria. If there are any bacteria dropping down below, the salt will kill them. Bacteria are gonna get killed everywhere. But now, with bad cuts like this, we gotta butcher the whole thing over just to make sure that it's even gonna be safe in our dry ager. I'm getting kind of upset. I don't mind if there's a bad cut every now and then, but I'm seeing it way too much on these expensive briskets. To me, these things cost a fortune too, and I gotta spend that money, and to see them like that, come on, man. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you how to get rid of this problem. See, dry aging is actually not that easy. People make it look very easy, but a lot can go wrong, and if you have something like this, it's definitely gonna go wrong. So all of that fat's gotta go. We could have easily left it on if it was still in a good position. The fat gone. There's a little bit there. That's better now. That's a cleaner cut. And then you got this incision. I'm just gonna flatten that out with my hand. I might as well take this off because that's not gonna do anything either. I'm gonna take that off later anyway. And take a look at this gap. Now this is the worst because look at all the beautiful meat. And I want it exposed. I don't even want it exposed. There's supposed to be fat here. And if you leave that fat in, it's not going to be a problem. When you take it out, it's going to be a problem. So this has got to go for at least a part of it. By now, the brisket looks absolutely horrible. It looks like someone went to town on it. There's supposed to be a piece of meat here. There's supposed to be a piece of fat there. It could have all worked out. Would have been nice and dandy. Everybody happy. Ooh. Some crazy with a knife had to butcher it. Look at that. I had to cut all of this off. I could have eaten that. It didn't have to be waste. Time to move on. And the next one is the one that I think will be highly likely a chance of success. Just a bit of unpacking, and it's gonna be my prime rib roast. It's 300 grams, around 300 grams, USA Black Angus prime rib roast. So I'm gonna take it out, lay it in the fridge, and let the fridge do its job. This is looking promising. This is looking good. This can go straight into the fridge. Don't have to do any work to it. Looks good as it is. Don't have a specific plan for this project yet, but this thing might not be perfect for dry aging because I would have loved to have a little bit more bone, some fat on top. But if you order this to eat as it is, as a roast, it will be absolutely fantastic. So good looking thing, good enough for me for dry aging. Don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but always great to have as a backup. Brisket, happy. Let's move on. All projects are in. Look at that. We got the beef rib roast, prime rib roast, absolutely fantastic piece of meat. What I'm gonna do with it, I don't know yet. So any ideas will be welcome. I got the picanha. What you gonna do with that? I don't know either. I have no clue. But I just put it there in case I need a picanha. I got the brisket, which we're gonna dry for at least 40 days. But hey, we can go up to 60, we can go up to 90, we can go maximum 1 year. Not gonna leave it in longer than a year. So, and especially not this one. I don't trust this one. It's like a little bit of a sneaky bastard, like a little bit of a mutt. You can make a mutt good, but it's still a mutt. Then I got a tri-tip in, which I'm gonna compare to dry aging in a cabinet or in a dry aged bag. And that's kind of like a cool comparison. Then here I got a pork belly, which I wanna prove with the theory that salt's better than dry aging in air. So you can you put your pork with the skin side down on salt in your normal fridge. Let the salt draw out the moisture for 24 hours, then cook it, and it's going to be super tasty and super crisp, that skin. But what if you dry age it? Will it become that good as well? So I'm going to put it in for 7 days, dry age it, and see how it turns out. And then I got the tenderloins hanging right there. Look at those beauties. These are my project to prove that actually your tenderloin becomes more tender when you dry age them. Oh, and that one's going on this week. This one's gonna be cooked. I want you. Look at this. This is one of the first projects that we put in the dry skeleton. Let's get this outside and put it on the table. It smells so good. It's so beautiful. Eva.
Does it smell good? It smells good.
It smells good. I want to eat it right as it is. That's how good this smells.
It's become really hard fat.
But not insane hard.
Dried? No. But like...
Not like brick hard?
No.
It's more of like, I don't know, cardboard hard?
Groningse worst hard.
Nobody knows what Groningse worst is. Except for the Dutchies.
Well, it's like a beef jerky kind of hard.
Yeah, and if you like rip this, you can, this is like, that's a good, like, comparison. It's like, it tears up like, the fat tears up like paper. It's really amazing. Insane. Can't believe we're doing this, Morrison.
It's beautiful.
We're so lucky. What I want to do is like the ribs go all the way to up here. Like this is like the part where we start to get in the cartilage, but I want to keep this into ribs, and we're just keeping it as beef ribs. And then we're just taking off the fat on top.
Yeah.
And then we'll put that as a whole on the barbecue. And then we'll just figure out if we can use some of this still as steaks. Because the inside skirt, we got the flank steak. I think this is the flat iron, I think. Yeah, man. That's all goodness.
That's beautiful.
That's a beautiful thing. Check this out. Check this out. Seriously. Woo! Whoa!
It's already beautiful.
It's already getting color.
I think I need shots now.
I think I'm falling in love.
Okay, but let's
think I'm
talk
falling in
logistics.
love.
How long is this going to take till it's in my mouth?
I don't know. This beef ribs is thin. It doesn't have a lot of hard tissue. We took most of it off.
Compare a bit like a Iberico rack of ribs.
Yes.
But then a little bit, because it's larger.
5 hours.
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
maximum.
A lot of smoke.
See you in 6 hours.
I'm
This morning I thought it was a really good idea to start filming here, but since a couple of hours, Morten and I discovered that the robot is a frequent visitor to this area. And I think, Morten, for the future, either the robot gets a timeout or we go somewhere else, because like the whole robot thing, I don't get it. They're supposed to have AI and laser radars, everything. And now, look at it. It's just gonna drive over our cable. Look, you see? There's the robot, there's our electricity running. And it's just gonna pretend it's not even there. And it might hit it. But apparently the cable's still okay.
backing up.
It's backing up.
It's gonna do it
Oh,
again.
it's coming towards you, Morten.
I'm gonna
It's coming
stop
for the
this.
barbecue.
I'm gonna stop. You shall not pass.
It's hitting it completely the wrong direction.
No, not again. Stop it, stop it.
No, there's a line there. It's gonna stop by itself. I hope. Yes, it's turning in the right direction. All right, we're good. Let's finish up the video. Crazy things. Trying to make the thumbnail for our pork belly. Fly. Can't have fly. Don't like flies. Why do we actually need flies? This one is dry aged and this one I put in the salt. So that's kind of like really curious to find out which one is better. This is always a tricky part. Like getting the thumbnail just right is like, it's like sometimes it's like more work than making the actual video. How do you know when barbecue is done? Because the dog shows up. And we're using this Tampax box as our resting box. And while we've been resting, Morten's building up a little bit of color. So I think Morten is done as well. We could measure with the meter thermometer, but I'm pretty sure by the color that he's done. You feel done?
I feel really excited to be eaten.
To be eaten. I'm not gonna eat you, Eva. We're not gonna eat Morten, right? No. Today literally is maybe the craziest day of weather we've had in a long time, because the heat is insane. The solar power is crazy. And it's only 21 degrees. I just checked the thermometer and the outside temperature is 21 degrees Celsius, which is around 42 Fahrenheit, 43, maybe 44. And that's not hot. That's like you can just short. But the intense solar power is just, Morten is burning, literally on fire. If I'm rambling, I'm sorry. It must be a heat stroke, like a solar stroke.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna be a late one.
Yeah?
I think. Look, this is getting crispy.
Yeah.
Like this, if you do it like this, you can hear this getting hard, but this is definitely hard already. But we need this to get as hard as this, so it gets nice and crunchy.
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it is hot.
See, this is really good. This is what we want to see. So we're cooking it currently at a temperature of around 270 degrees on the lid. And I'm going to raise the temperature because this is what we do, figuring out how to do this properly.
Do you have to wrap it or anything like that?
No, definitely not. We need to have hot air blasting on that skin. Well, that's a little bit exaggerating, but I want hot air on the skin and then it dries out. But we need it to dry out, so you gotta give it time so it dries out, and then it becomes like from this, it goes like, and that's why they call it popcorn, because like slowly raises up. And when you get the fast popcorn, it's just the outside layer of the skin. The skin consists of many layers, and you actually want the whole thing to bubble up. Go slow, take your time. It might even take up to 3 hours. I think, how long are we already busy, man?
A long time.
A long time, right?
It takes a long time. But maybe you've taken one of these and that's why it takes so long. One of these fake ones.
Come on. But you know why we have these pigs, right?
Why?
Because that over there is a pig stable. Right there. And then the corner right here, there's a road right here, and the corner here, which is basically adjacent to us, that corner is called Pig's Head. So this is like, this whole area is famous for its pigs, and that's why we gotta have our pigs.
It's for the culture.
It's for like embracing what.
Give me the
this is.
fist bump. It's for culture.
For the pig culture. You hungry, Marcin?
It looks beautiful. It looks like a sort of, I don't know why, but there's, these things keeps me reminded of pizza. But it's so far away from pizza. But maybe it's because the inside is like, it's always so red.
Pizza?
Yeah.
The last thing that it reminds me of is pizza. You got me totally confused with the pizza thing. I think we just better cut into it, start eating it. I bet you it's gonna be delicious.
Yeah, nothing like pizza.
We gotta close the vlog, guys. Thank you for checking us out. Hope to see you guys next time. Say bye bye, Marcel. Doei doei.
Slice it.
Slice it.
Oh, bye bye.
Doei doei.